Here we go. Don't look at my underwear. Buongiorno tutti. Buonasera. Um, Still in Sicily, still in Palermo, still having a great time. But today was a bit of an interesting day. Uh, um, I'm not really sure how to explain this, but I'll start at the beginning. Um, Remote work. That's what I'm trying to do, right? And I talked the other day about the importance of getting your job done. I mean, you can't do remote work if you're not working. So you need the electricity, you need the internet, you need to be able to get your work done. But in order to make things a lot easier, you're spending a lot of time abroad. I mentioned checking out Airbnbs with the monthly discounts and stuff like that. But another thing to really consider is making sure that you don't break the bank while you're here, because you're here remotely, usually for a longer period of time. So you want to make sure that you have a nice kitchen so that you can cook fresh food regularly. Because going to restaurants every day is going to get expensive. The other thing to do is make sure that you have a few staples. Like you want to make sure that you have a workspace, nice comfy area to sit and do your work and all that. But one of the things that I really wanted to make sure that I had was a washer and dryer, so that I didn't have to spend a lot of time, away looking for how to clean my clothes. And I didn't actually bring a lot of clothes with me. It's kind of a like camping travel thing for me, because I didn't want to lug a bunch of stuff around. So I wanted to make sure that I had a washer, and that I saw in the reviews of the places that I stayed, the washers work. And so I've been joking around for like a week now about this complicated washing machine that I have in there. Just so many dials, and I don't know what any of them do. But here's the thing. I joke around, it was complicated and it's weird, and I'm figuring it out. But aside from the joking, I've actually been doing my own washing since when I was a kid. Right? I have done laundry before, and so yeah, I mean, I've been joking around that I'm incapable of figuring it out. But I did. I washed some clothes. They're washed. They're dried. It all worked out, sort of. But I guess I'm out of practice because at some point in my life I realized that, like, living in an apartment, I'd have to go to a laundromat, and I'd have to sit there, and it was a lot of time. And so I realized I'm just going to drop it off. It's like 100 times more expensive than if I do it myself, but it's like no time, right? Plus, they fold it really, really well, which I like. I could never fold that thing. So I haven't done laundry in a while, but I've forgotten. I've forgotten a key element, and that is so I told you the story's complicated. It's not really complicated. I'm just telling it complicated. But you may have noticed I'm not very imaginative or creative with my colors. It's usually grays and blues and other grays and other blues. The odd black, that kind of thing. But except for socks, which I buy white socks. So this is my clothes, right? This is underwear. Blues, grays, blues, grays, blues, grays. This kind of brownish gray. Blue, 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 right? All blues. This is what I bought. This are my clothes. And the problem is right out of a sitcom. They make those stories about like that one shirt that goes in and then discolors all of them. In all of the years that I've ever washed clothes, I always thought that was a myth. I mean, it's never really been a thing. I throw everything together. You know, whites, colors, like everything. No problem. But today, my brand new white socks are now blue. They are blue. I don't know what to say. Like blue, like they're all blue, and like a light blue, but like not a white with a little blue in it. Like they're blue. Um, all of them, they're all blue, except for the pair that I have on. And so the one set of white socks. Like look, see the camera. One set of white socks that I have. It's the ones that I was wearing when I did my wash. I don't know. And the funniest part of this, to me, is that I was thinking with all of these clothes, with all of these like grays and blues, and this is the culprit, by the way, too, because they tell me you have to wash. The reason why this has never happened to me before is that usually you have to wash something first a couple of times and then it won't run. And this is the culprit. This was a brand new blue shirt, more than likely the culprit. Brand new, has not been washed until today, and did this. But it's so ridiculous. Like I said, right out of a sitcom. So the funniest part of all this, to me at least, was because I have all these blues and grays and even my shoes. I bought a brand new pair of shoes that are dark blue. And so I'm wearing dark blue shirt and dark blue pants and dark blue shoes. And I thought, oh my, I like caught my reflection at some point and was like, looks like I'm wearing a tracksuit or a uniform or something. And like, I've got like, this is all I have, except for my white socks, which now I'm happy, I guess, to say everything now matches. So the moral of the story, I guess, is I could figure out how to wash. I just might not be able to do it that well. What can you do? I like blue. Blue socks, why not? What am I going to do with this one white one, though? Anyway, I hope everyone is having a great time where you are. I mean, if this is my biggest problem, I'm doing okay. And having a great, wonderful time in Palermo, Sicily. I will talk to everyone tomorrow with another adventure, I'm sure. Ciao. Did you just swear at me?